I should switch over.
Hey, what is up, beautiful people?
I must say my new stream setup is making my hair look lovely.
You have a very
yeah, the lighting is amazing.
You know what this hairstyle reminds me of? Back when you hosted those roast battles for
when I did the roast of Jon Snow?
When you did the roast of Jon Snow and you played Jon Snow. That's that Jon Snow hair right there.
Right. It's getting too long.
By the way, that was absolutely a hilarious show. Side note, it was at this bar, which is closed now. Hopefully they reopen.
They just announced they're going to open up with limited capacity pretty soon.
That's good. I'm glad they stayed in business because the nerdiest of nerd bar, just because this is D&D, if you guys are in Vegas and you want to support a nerd bar, don't go to the bar that's called The Nerd. Don't go there. Go to Millennium Fandom. That is one of those places when you walk in, I was like, God, the weebiest of weebs made this bar.
Well, and the owner of that place was like, hey man, even if you don't have a good turnout, if you like what you're doing, the show is great. And then just didn't talk to me for the next 4 hours.
Yep. And great show. Great show. And I remember after that show, you were like, hey, we're gonna do the roast of Spider-Man. Do you want to play Miles Morales? I was like, yeah, why would I say no to this? This is the
yeah.
And it was fun. It was a ton of fun, and one of my single greatest moments for that was a joke that cost me $15 to do, because I wanted to open because I knew I was like I was later into the show, so of course I've heard all the black jokes. You know, all the black jokes already got thrown my way and everything. So I come up, I'm in the Miles Morales outfit, take off my mask, and I was like, congratulations on all you guys' stuff. Congratulations on your movies. I'm not sure if you guys saw my movie, and I pulled out an Oscar later right there to show everyone. And the joke landed. Everyone laughed. I was like thinking back in my head, like, damn right, this joke better landed. I don't want to have
money on this bitch.
Palm,
No, save your receipts, bro.
Go back to the store. It didn't work. All right.
Now I have a very high quality Deadpool mask that I do nothing with.
Yeah.
I actually have a fantastic Spider-Gwen cosplay that I've been meaning to break out on TikTok and might do eventually.
There you go.
I need to get a new wig because I think I lost the old one, and I am clearly not blonde.
It don't matter.
Who cares?
She dyed her hair just for the, it's that particular art.
Yeah, and Kick-Ass ain't Asian, but I can do a good Kick-Ass too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Last we left off with our heroes of Father's Resolve. The final battle of the group melee was commencing. It was a hard-fought battle. The two parties taking major damage one way or the other, even coming down to only a handful of players still on the field. Saga and Zul and Sal, the monk, the half-orc monk. Saga, in her last-ditch efforts, brings Jago back and tells him it's time to get up, it's time to do some violence, and being true to Jago's name as a blood hunter, whirled around and decapitated the half-orc monk. A battle that was surprisingly one of the more fairly played and non-violent moments of the tournament. Went back to the old way. Their rival adventurers got up, gathered their friend's body, and walked off, not saying a word. Then the group was deemed the champions of the group melee. You received thousands of platinum and the ranking of champion. But now it was time for the single combat. After getting rid of some of the preliminary fights, the first friends decided to show off some skill with Saga versus Larcanis. It went remarkably quickly as Saga decides to test out her new smiting abilities on her dragonborn friend, displaying to all who was watching that Saga, a mother's love, was nothing but dangerous. But the show of the evening, though, what will go down as one of the most epic battles was between the two sons of Kovir. The adopted son, Gabriel, the popular sorcerer apprentice, and the disgraced noble son, Connor, who's come back to redeem his honor. The battle was hard fought, but in the last moments, Gabriel won out. Considerably tapped from almost every single level of magic to staff off the fighter who revealed himself as a wizard in training. Now, after an hour of rest, Gabriel and Saga stare at each other, cracking. Baku, the leader, is holding up his hand, about to commence. Gabriel looks over at Saga. This might be a little forward of me. And he pulls out a little diamond. And he pulls it at you, and then he blows onto the diamond, and the diamond turns into dust. As the dust kind of lingers in the air, it flows back onto him, hardening his skin, hardening his arms. Be gentle. Roll initiative.
Man has a diamond skin.
It's not good, Gabriel.
Hang on, I need to actually grab my dice tray. I was trying to do it in like the tray of my table, but it's just not working.
I know, I grabbed this random purple box that I found out is actually just perfect.
Oh, that is such a good dice roller box. What is
Also,
that? What am I trying to say?
Collection update, guys. My Megazord's complete.
Yo!
Thanks,
Okay,
Stimulus.
sorry, rolling for initiative.
Yes.
21.
Alrighty. As Baku holds his hand up, brings his hand down, fight! You got the first. You're first to act.
Oh boy. All right. So I cannot cast spells while I'm raging. So first bonus action, I'm not raging. I am casting Searing Smite, and I am hitting Gabriel twice with my axe. I should probably pull up the map. I'm sorry, I am very scattered today. But I'm moving into melee range, and I'm whacking him with the axe. I've applied the Oil of Sharpness at obscene plus 12 to hit. And I dropped my dice. We're doing great. Doing great, guys. Okay, here we go. Actually attacking now. Not
Yeah,
dropping
alright.
my dice. That is gonna be a 14 to hit.
A 14.
Yep.
14 misses.
Adding 2.
And you
All
come
right,
down
well,
with
second
the axe
attack.
and just moves off to the side.
Second attack.
Gentle.
26. That's better.
As you whirl it back around, you connect.
Awesome. So that's gonna be. Dang, again with the nat 2s. That's gonna be 11 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
It is magical slashing.
Magical slashing. Okay.
Yes, because Oil of Sharpness.
Yeah.
And with that, because of the smite, he's gonna need to. Oh, it does an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
There's no save for that just yet. So 2 more fire damage.
Okay.
And then at the start of each of his turns, until the spell ends, he has to make a con save, EC 12.
Okay.
And on a failed save, he takes another d6.
Okay, and that's at the end or the beginning of his turn?
Beginning.
The beginning. Okay.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right. So he's going to try to make that con save. That's a natural 20.
Oof.
That is not what I wanted to use a natural 20 for.
Just get it out of your system.
All
Alright, so the
right.
spell ends. The smite is done.
All righty. And that does it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's your turn now, so.
All right. So he is going to. He's like, you're a tad bit too close. And as his eyes glow white, you get this whirl of wind just starts spiraling around you, and you have to kind of close your eyes, and he is able to disengage without promoting an attack of opportunity, and is going to move over here, and he is going to. Alrighty. Really tapping the well. This thing is tapping the well dry, and he's going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Aw.
So,
Oh boy.
Boy, indeed.
let's see if we'll see. That's 4. That's 5d4.
Oh, that's a lot of die. Nice. That's the plural.
3.
Oh.
Oh, you got this, Saga.
9. Okay. 11 plus. Oh God, that was not enough. So you
He
take.
dropping dice this time.
Yeah, you take 16 magic missile damage.
Okay, okay. You can handle that.
You can see that as he casts that, you see just as he was casting it, his hand is like shaking, and it's like you can see like almost like the very arcana that's fueling his magic is kind of turning on him and hurting him by every spell. You can see
I
like,
feel kind of bad.
but as he looks over at you, he just shakes it off.
It's alright.
And looks over at you, still with a strong face, but that does it for his turn.
All right. I'm gonna move on up, and we're gonna bonus action rage this time.
Ready?
So he's gonna have to make that dex save right off the bat as Saga just kind of like narrows her eyes and just bits of lightning start to swirl around her in this sort of storm cloud effect.
That's 21 dexterity save.
Makes a save, so he's gonna take half damage, so 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then 2 big ol' hits with the axe.
Roll to hit.
14 again. Those 2s
14.
today.
As you scrape it right off of his hardened skin. No.
20!
No. What's the total? What's your total?
32.
His hardened skin sharpens your blade.
32? Okay, yeah. that hits. That hits.
Right.
As you're coming down.
3. 13 plus 9. 22 points of damage.
How much?
22.
22. Whew. Fuck. As you whirl it down, he tries to hold his arms up using his hardened skin, and it just cuts right through him. And, like his spell not working at all, as your oil of sharpness just cuts right through his defenses, and he is. He still in the fight, but he is fucked hard.
That's my turn.
That's it? That's the turn?
That's it.
Okay. He is.
This one, crit one. It's a whole turn.
Alrighty. He is going to again. Let me just double check, make sure that is something he does every time. Yes, because it is a bonus action. He's gonna move. He's going to have to. God, he is tapping dry on options here. He's going to once again. No, he can do it right there. He can do it right there. He's going to he's going to use his staff, and he's going to use it to cast Burning Hands. So, dex save of 15.
All right, I've got advantage on that because I'm a raging barbarian.
You are.
What's my modifier? Okay, that one was not good. Second one, so with advantage, that does succeed.
Okay. You take 10, 11 plus the modifier.
Librarian barbarian, turning
It's also-
fiction into friction.
So you take
I mentioned she's resistant
yeah, you 16 fire damage.
she's resistant to fire damage.
So that's only 8.
16? 8.
And
Wings!
he's going to tap in. You see him hit his chest, and you see him again the sorcerer energy coming out into these little balls and shooting back in. His eyes glow white as he is going to use his, what is that called? I want to actually say the right name. His quicken spell. So he can make a spell that casts time as one action, and you use 2 sorcery points, which is all he has left, to change that casting time to a bonus action. And if I recall, magic missiles, he's gonna do magic missile again at level 2.
Seems like he only has one attack.
He is really down to. He's down to a
He has a
few.
lot of fire and
This is
lightning, which is
Yeah,
fine for
this
Saga.
is very
He had
pickle
a
jar.
lot.
It's a very pickle
he
jar
know-
thing.
like,
of
Gabriel
finally
having-
releasing it.
Gabriel, having seen Saga fight, knows that lightning probably doesn't do anything because he's seen her use lightning. And he learned just now that fire doesn't seem to work on her either. So he is
He's no dumbass.
4, 6, 7, 9, 10. And he did it at level 10. 5, 15 magic missiles.
Oh.
Out of 4th level, out of 3rd level. He's so fucking.
Yeah, Saga's hurting a bit now.
And that will do it for his turn.
All right.
3rd
So
round.
I'm just gonna like take that. We were right. I'm just gonna
Put
take
him in a
that brush
body
to the
bag.
chest and kind of like close my eyes for a second and shake it off, and then I am going to attack recklessly this time because those 2s have been biting me in the ass. So that is a 17 plus 12, 25, 29 to hit
29. That hits.
for
Roll low on that damage.
It's a nat 1 for damage, plus 9 for a total of 10.
10. How would you like to do this?
Just as gently as I possibly can, just whacking him on the head with the blunt end of the axe. Just very gently, very politely.
As you just graciously take your massive war axe and lightly well him on the side of the head. You see his white eyes and the spiring energy fade away. His hardened skin go back to his smooth silky skin, and he falls on one knee and then collapses to his side in the water. The crowd erupts in cheers. You look up and you see your whole family jumping up and down, and you see a variety of the orcs on the other side all cheering. All like everyone's love is Lomér, 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 Lomér. You got the local love 20 times over. It's deafening, the sound. And Baku, the orc, walks up, points over at Gabriel. Remove him. And a few of the hands grab Gabriel, pulling him off to the side. Seems like they're trying to rouse him. And Baku holds his hands up. The crowd quiets down. It has been too long since a Lomerian has won the single combat. Give your honor, give the glory to Saga Zario from Mother's Love. And the crowd just immediately erupts and cheers and joys, and everyone's jumping around. Jago, you're being up there. You're very close to Shaza and all the households, and you see Shaza. He's being big claps. Dimitri being a more solemn, and he's giving a
I'm like shaking Dimitri to be like, oh my god, she did it! While he's just silently clapping like this.
You see Craven, he's like, my god, this family has made me so much money.
What, you
This
mean
is
the whole
incredible.
family?
This is incredible. Oh my god. Lovely. Oh, you're doing over there, Andwell? And Andwell, as he's in his adorned suit outfit that constantly changes with the color, with his fellow customer service ladies who are next to him, and they're all cheering and they're jumping up for you, and it's just jovial and celebrations to be had. Baku.
Is there like a guy with a flower cart? Can I toss him 2 platinum to just throw every flower just at her?
Okay. Okay. Do me a favor. I'll let you be the flower thrower. Roll a d20 to hit. No modifiers.
I was gonna make a deck save on it.
You do not see this coming.
No, I definitely don't. I'm thinking more of a last minute, like, roses.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. You just see this smattering of roses. It's like, oh, look, they're throwing roses. And you notice they're going to hit me. So, but they're roses, but you have a moment. What are you doing?
16 on a deck save just to kind of sidestep and maybe try to catch one.
Oh, okay. Give me a performance to...
Oh.
Give me a performance
Right,
to
that's
do
not
I'm also gonna let the chicken take credit for all these roses.
So yeah, 15 on the deck save, but an 8 on the performance check.
You catch it because the deck save. You catch it, but it's one of
And then I just kind of smile
and
and
then you
wave.
try to show it off. Everyone's still clapping and cheering. Larcanis, yeah. You're in the back where the other losers, as it were,
Bruised.
are all Connor is not there. When you look around, you don't remember last time you saw Connor, but you just see them like, yeah, fucking good. All right, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And they're getting their stuff. They're being a little bit more sour than is necessary. They're being a little too ridiculous with it, and they shovel off, and they're like, fucking bitch ass, whatever. Fucking hate this place anyway. And as they're moseying away, and a servant comes up to you and holds out another chest to you, Saga. Congratulations, champion. You've done Lomér proud. And servant walks away. And you see off to the side Gabriel being roused. He looks up. As his eyes kind of goes into focus, he just looks around. Oh, fuck. Ah, God. All right, well, good for. I'm just gonna sleep right now. I'm just gonna move. And you see, it was just he finds a comfortable
Know that feels,
corner.
Gabe. I know that feels.
I'm just gonna.
Know that one.
I'm just gonna. Wake me up. I'm sure. Whatever. I don't care anymore right now. So and as you see your little chest, see Shaza stands up. He walking over to the side, and he jumps down 20 feet, perfectly lands it, walks up to you, holds his hand out to guys do the shake. He's like, Saga, you are truly one of the greatest warriors who I've ever had the pleasure to see. He looks up to Delilah. I hope you do a good job with my gorgeous visage. You have the contract. Congratulations, Delilah. I look forward to the artwork you make. And everyone starts to clap for Delilah, and she's, smiles and holds her, and she's looking at you, and she's just smiling, big smiles. And you see your father, who's actually standing next to her. He's just clapping, just overjoyed. In the meantime, Connor, as you are sitting down on a rock with a brown bear next to you, just kind of laying down, you hear a voice in your head. Ascension being made in the bayou. Frollo working with Awa Corte. Stop caring on if people like you. Just care that they do right by you. And it cuts. You know the voice as that was the voice of Kovir, your father, in your head. As you stand up in the deep thick of a forest. Brown bear just kind of looks over at you. Transforms back into Zul. You seem troubled.
Well, I'm either going insane, or my father has decided to speak to me for the first time in 20 years without disdain in his voice.
I hope that gives you some peace.
Well, it would have if the things that he said didn't trouble me so much more. It seems like Frollo is working with Awa Corte. I don't think that things are going to get better anytime soon. They're going to get much, much worse.
Seems like you have a journey still to be had. He starts walking over to the very site that he has led you to. As you look out, you see the remains. Seems like an orc. You guys are at the bottom of a hillside in the thickness of a forest, and it seems like this is a broken body of an orc. It's been left to the wilds, so a lot of flesh been removed off and charred up from the elements and whatever predatory animals have picked at the flesh. And Zul kneels down, reaches to something you see at the neck, and he takes off, and you see him holding a type of necklace, and he pockets it. And then he just starts getting up and grabbing pieces of kindling and wood and seems like he's trying to make a pyre.
I'm gonna just passively start gathering wood as well, just kind of following in his footsteps. And in the meantime, I am going to use the other spell that I had prepared for today. Actually, a cantrip to send a message to Dimitri.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him Kovir is in danger in the bayou. Frollo is working with Awa Corte.
And in message, you can respond back.
Oh, it's only
correct?
120 feet, I think.
No.
Let me look at
you
the
said message,
spell
not sending. Oh, you message? No, you.
Hold on.
Oh, I thought you said sending. I thought you were saying the
Yeah,
sending. I got those
not
two
that.
confused. No, you
Yeah,
would know. You would know well enough that you need to be around within the vicinity, and you would know
Yeah.
that you're a good distance away.
Never mind then. I'm just going to
Okay.
help him build a fire.
Alrighty.
Send a little messenger.
Kovir can rot. Peace.
As you guys start constructing the funeral pyre, dug a hole, put the remains in, put the wood around it, some stones, and you see Sul bow his head. He's muttering. Sounds like a prayer, but is very to himself, very shallow. And then traces some, with his hand, some arcana symbols, and ignites the remains, and just kind of stares at it. And you guys sit there until the fire subsides, and he collects the ashes. In the meanwhile, back at the Caverns of Glory, you see Shaza look over at you and says, "Would you care for a gift I had made in case you were the one was going to win? And I am very proud that you have done so." And he kind of gestures you to turn around as he goes into his packet and pulls out a belt, very similar to the belt you see him wearing. And there's a massive medallion in the front that has the Lomerian symbol, and he pulls it around your waist, and you set it up, and it is the belt of giant strength.
Yes.
Make sure, I believe it's the fire one. The hill one. It's the belt of heal giant strength.
Fill giant
Okay.
strength. Sweet.
So it is a hefty boy, and shines well, and
Now you can deadlift, no problems.
and as you feel, it feels like something that will take a level of attunement, but it definitely feels good, and it's very ostentatious. It's like a UFC championship belt around your waist, and so it's a little much, but right now you might be up for a little much.
Rocking
I'm
like
just gonna
a pro wrestler,
smile.
just wear it on the shoulder.
Hey, I'm just gonna smile really widely and say, thank you, Shaza. Your support of me means so much, and commissioning my mother was thanks enough. But this is really so kind of you. Thank you.
Well, and he kneels all the way down. I'm very accustomed to growing up here. Even though I wasn't born in Lomér, Lomér is all I've known. Been here since I was 5. So it's always good when a Lomerian wins. And considering you might have a few things to take care of afterwards, so it's best that you have a few things to help you along your way. And he kind of knocks at the belt, gets up, and enjoy your winnings. You put a little something extra in for your team. And he walks off. I'm getting drunk. Who's with me? And he walked off. And the crowd. What would you like to do?
I'm a little worried about Connor at this point after he's sort of disappeared after losing his battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to go find him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. You know, you asking around.
What's my modifier? Why do I forget my modifiers every week?
Hey, same.
23? Cool. So, as you're down there still in the fighting, cavern, you look around where you last saw him before you took your short rest, in the little pit area where all the losers were. And you see Larcanis there, and Gabriel, who's kind of you see sleeping on a little bed. He is completely clonked out. He has literally, when he said he was taking a long rest, he is literally taking a long rest right there. You see Larcanis sitting down. You see a few guys. You asked around, and one of the guys is like, "Oh yeah, fucking sword guy. He dipped out here about an hour ago. Said something about tracking down Zool. So I don't know who Zool is. So I don't know."
Don't know who Zool is.
Thank you.
It's the bear.
Now that guy doesn't know.
So, given that, Saga's just gonna kind of assume that he needed a little time and knows that he and Zool are like, they have some sort of a friendship going on. So she's gonna give him a little space and instead go find her family and just like check in with them.
Okay. And as you muster your way over there, Larcanis, what would you like to do? You see Saga, she's about to head off to get her love and attention.
Oh, she definitely stops to say hi to you. She definitely doesn't just walk past you.
Oh, she does. Okay. I was like, savage. She's done with you.
No, it seems like
she really is leaving, and then she stops in her tracks, remembering she hasn't said anything to you, and then turns around. But you saw that she almost was about to leave without saying two words to you.
So she turns back and looks at me. Congratulations. You're truly, it shows. And then I give her a nice hug and a playful little, one of those little chin checks. That's for the hit I couldn't land in the fight.
I think if you'd given it your all, I would have had a much harder time. How's your head?
Yeah, it's nice of you to ask. It's the same. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Smite is an interesting thing. First time I've ever seen it before. It's pretty cool.
I just realized I could do that. Never tried it before, but I might have to use that more often.
Yeah, you and me both realized that you could just do it. We fought so many times before, and we are.
Well, I'm gonna go try to find my family. Do you want to join? Maybe we can find Jago too. Connor was off looking for Zool, I think.
Yes, we should definitely all get together for a celebratory meal, some drinks. It's party. It's
Alrighty. As you guys go up the ladder that takes you back up to the level where you see Jago, and you see your family just right across the bridge. Jago, you see your friends climbing up. You see Larcanis. You see Saga. And you're with this massive belt, champion belt, strung along her with a little chest.
Almost say from one champion to another. Congratulations. And I shake your hand.
Thank you, Jago.
And you, Larcanis, the great poultry pulverizer himself. How you doing there, mate?
Doing pretty good, especially now that I realize that chicken was a robot. it's kind of, everything's justified. So, no longer afraid of chickens.
It's good to see you. So, I think tonight we'll party, and then tomorrow we have to get down to business.
I think you're right, but tonight deserves to be a night of celebration if we can manage it.
Alrighty.
I'm going to talk to Shaza and see if I don't have to steal from him
Okay.
before fraud to steal from him.
As well, you notice Shaza is you see like they're in deep conversation with as Shaza got back up to the rails where Dimitri is and where another large orc man who's standing there and looking scourly, and Baku who joins them, and they're all like talking very, and as you approach they all get quiet. Can I help you, champion?
Oh, it's Shaza. Oh, Dimitri says that?
Dimitri says that.
I was like, oh, hello, Dimitri. How you doing tonight?
Some issues are happening right now. Can we help you?
Anything that I could be an assistance of, first off?
Possibly. If you have a moment, if you can make your way to Kovir's Emporium.
Oh,
You and your party. We're having issues.
I will round up the troops for you, and I will see what I can do. Second off, I wanted to talk with you guys. Just real quick. I know all have killed the man. And I know he was well respected in this land.
Yes.
I would like to pay to commission a marble statue of him next to mine.
Looks over. Give me a persuasion check.
What a time for a 16. All right, let me see what my modifier is. Plus 2, 18.
18. You see Dimitri contemplate. Baku kind of like, you seem like that really kind of endeared him a little bit. Dimitri's like, okay, that can be handled. You pay for the raw materials. We'll have that bill sent to you later. And if you deem, we will have a Emporium visage of Sal.
I would appreciate that.
Now, was that the reason you came here?
No, Shaza, I will talk to you later about something I'm going to need from you. But it seems we have more pressing matters. I will go get my friends and we will go to Kovir's.
There you
go. See, I'm gonna skedaddle.
Alrighty. Larcanis and Saga, you guys venture over, cross the little bridge, and you walk over and you see Saga's family, who's all smiles. Well, at least that's what you saw. And you notice off in the back, your brother Damian, who's now accompanied by 2 orc soldiers. And you just see his head go down. He turns around and they begin to put shackles on him. And he looks over at you, kind of head down, and they start walking past you when the soldiers pass. Me and the boys thought he should at least see you fight. Come, if you want to say goodbye, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and throw my arms around him and go, we're gonna get you out. This is gonna be okay. We're gonna fix this. You just hang in there, okay?
don't. And as he kind of smiles and nods, but he very quickly whispers in your ear, "Don't come for me." And he pulls back. Come on, guys. They kind of usher him away. And you see that your mother is just like, all the joy is kind of just taken out of the cells as they all just see Damian walk away. You see your mother, her head down, tears falling down her face. Came in, actually, his hand on her shoulder. She's allowing him to console her right now. And you see your sister just, head down, in her hands in her lap, just sobbing. And you see Jonah, seems like visibly angry. So, and he looks over.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna hug my mom. I'm just gonna go. It's okay, Mom. We're gonna get this sorted out. We'll take care of him. We'll get him back to us.
This makes no sense. Dimitri said it would be fine. Dimitri said he did so much, and that he wasn't going to be sent. And then all of a sudden, he's sent to the quarry. I don't know why they changed their mind.
I'll talk to Dimitri. Being a champion's got to be good for something. I will fix this.
She just sobs.
I stand there and I hold her for as long as she needs, or until I'm interrupted by emergencies happening elsewhere.
As this is happening, back over to Connor and Zool. You see the fire has died down. He's scooped the ashes into a little jar. Pox the cork. I believe this is where we part ways.
Absolutely, friend. We've already asked far too much of you. I'm glad that we were able to offer you something to lean on for hope for the future. I mean, you coming with us to the group melee, it changed. It made a huge difference, and I want you to know that we're grateful.
I am grateful to you. I remember you were the first in the fray to help me against Lakra. So I truly appreciate you. Do you need a ride?
Let an orc. I definitely need a ride, and I'll never let an orc fall before my eyes if I can help it.
All right, well, where would you like to go?
I think it would be best to head back to Bourbon Bay, because I'm almost certain that there'll be information there that we can use to gather. I have people that I owe, so I think it's time we head that direction. And I have one last favor to ask of you. It's if you have any knowledge of healers or people who can assist us. I don't think that things are going to go well, and I think we've bought every potion in Lomér.
Unfortunately, I think I am the only healer that's around that would even know you or like you enough to care. But, and he holds out the amulet and the gourd of the ashes. I am not done burying my brother or honoring the memory of my friends and my cousin. I have to go back home to Heart and Shell. But if you need me, and you can make it there, you will have a friend.
I would never even ask. You've done too much already. Let's go.
Alrighty. He puts everything and go. Don't freak out. And he polymorphs into a giant griffin, a giant eagle, and immediately takes this massive talon and grabs you, and you're kind of You're almost
starts
gonna be
freaking out, just freaking out.
Oh, I love this.
Like,
visual.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and I'm like holding on to one of the claws as tightly as I can, and like trying to pull myself up to get myself more settled into the claws as I stared down at the ground.
getting higher and higher and higher. You can now see the jagged forest that you saw your friend race. You see off in the distance on the looking further west. You see Hannibal's resolve and the path you guys took, and he starts flying down, careening past the mountains and the rivers. And you're gonna be doing that for about an hour or so.
I'm just imagining the wind beneath my wings, like playing in the background of all this.
He sees like his bullies, and they get like scared and ran into a dumpster. You know, like.
Whole movie montage.
And in the meanwhile, in the meantime, as Connor is careening and screaming to high heavens across the heavens while he is flying around Lomér, seemingly to get dropped off at Bourbon Bay. You see your mom. She, dear, please. You're a champion right now. There's nothing we can do about Damian. At least nothing I can do right now. Please enjoy your night. Damian would want you to party. That's the one thing we can all agree, that he would probably want you to party right now. And so please just for tonight, just have fun, and we'll find out why this happened. And she seems to get up, but I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home now. And you see him, like, she starts walking off. Cayman, also seems like he's leaving, and kind of waves down Varric, and you see Varric kind of making his way over, and all three of them leave together. And you see your brother and your sister, they're wiping their eyes and ordering some drinks and putting some drinks down. And at that point, Jago, Larcanis, you guys would have, well, Larcanis, you were there already. Jago, you would have made your way all the way back. And now you see a very sad, family all together. And yeah.
I'm gonna go. Well, I might ask about what is to be in all of your bonnets later, but right now, guys, and I'm telling Larcanis and Saga, we have a little work to do.
And Saga's just gonna let out a really long sigh. And she's gonna gesture to like the singed parts of her clothing and the bumps and bruises she's got.
Well,
And be like, I don't know how much I've got left in me. What do we gotta do?
we have to report to Kovir anyway, so maybe there's something we can pick up when we're there.
All right. I'm gonna turn to Danae and Jonah and just, are you guys gonna be all right?
Yeah, come on, we'll be fine. Besides, the party's probably gonna be happening in Bourbon Bay anyway, so we'll probably see you at the bar after you're done doing whatever it is you are doing.
All right. Well, we're gonna have fun. Don't worry about our dumbass brother. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, it's, I just hope he's okay.
He'll be fine. Maybe it'll knock a little bit of sense into him.
Oh, speaking of your brother, where he at?
Oh. We'll talk about this on the way to Kovir's.
You got it.
Alrighty. As you guys make your way, there's a raft kind of set up where the guy who took you there waves you over, like where are you trying to go to?
Kovir's.
Kovir's Emporium. Okay. All right. We'll get you down to one of the boats, and the boats can take you to the outpost near Bourbon Bay, and then you can make your way over there. And pushes the large stick and he starts going down the caverns. Every single time you guys pop out to one of the big arenas that you guys have the group melee in, and people notice you. Some of the people who are still there, they're clapping for you guys, and some flowers are being tossed onto the raft as you guys usher from the raft to the actual boat, and that is taken away again. Cheers and accolades. Some people start putting like cups of some type of liquor over there, like, hey, as you guys pass by one of the party boats, and they're passing, seeing if anyone. You guys grabbing drinks?
No,
I'm staying sober, but I'm doing my best to kind of like smile and wave and greet everybody, and then like in between, whenever we get a moment, I'm filling the guys in on what happened to my brother. So it's just like emotional whiplash on top of emotional whiplash. It's just like all these ups and downs.
Oh, you're telling me that they brought a criminal to the games to just watch you and tease you with freedom, and then and then they took him.
Yeah, so my brother, they took him out and went, hi, yes, thank you. Yeah, they took him out in handcuffs. It's really terrible. Yeah.
I'm dancing and listening at the same time. What? That's crazy.
There's a very long discussion we need to have about the systematic structure of this island, and
Right. It's really unjust. They should really do something about the oppression of these people.
Yeah, police reform has been something we've been talking. Yeah, Lomér.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Why is everyone's accolades built?
You guys are great.
It's crazy.
As you guys.
I need that scene in the movie.
That was good. As you guys have a very oxymoronic, conversation and celebration of at the same time. You guys
are any of these health potions?
Right.
The guy in the back.
Those.
No.
I'm like, don't throw anything hard, I might die.
As you guys come out of the cavern into the actual river that kind of goes along Mother's Love at the Mother's Love path to Bourbon Bay. As you guys keep moving around, it gets to a small little dock. Congratulations, Champion. You guys are you're basically right. You're at the little side docks towards Bourbon Bay, one of the smaller little ports, and so you're not terribly far. It's about a little 30-40 minute jaunt going uphill too. And as you guys are, if that is the direction you guys are going, as you guys hit Bourbon Bay, the big festival is going, and you have a different cocktail waitresses. They're out, and the party is to the night. Like, you guys you're kind of missing out.
Saga's like kind of wishing that she were the kind of tiefling who could turn invisible.
Everyone, you see dancing and music, and people are really enjoying their time there. You see a few public displays of affection throughout the streets as you guys make your way up.
I just sadly say, laissez-les bon temps rouler.
As you say that, you're passing a woman in a dress with smoking a Kazwaz. As you pass by, and this just solemn, like, you guys are leaving the party it's on all nines. And as you guys make your way up Champion's Way, you hear who has the highest passive perception?
Probably me.
Mine's 15,
Actually,
which is surprising for an idiot barbarian.
Okay.
Mine's 12.
Librarian.
Saga, as you guys going, you hear off the wind.
The nerdiest of rages.
You hear a faint scream.
What?
You hear a scream. As you look up, you see a giant eagle in his claws carrying a guy who's just waving his hands, and as you get about 10 feet or so above, he just lets you go. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Connor.
Can I try to catch him?
Good
Do you really
God.
want me?
Son of a bitch, Zool.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Wait, can I jump and catch him?
Sure.
I want to catch him as well.
I feel like that would be
Oh my
the
God.
safest
Wait,
bet.
wait,
Guys.
wait. Is everyone trying to stop this? Let me get Saga and. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's not Are you sure it's not acrobatics? All right, 15.
Acrobat.
for the
You can do
dex save.
acrobatics. You can do acrobatics.
Okay, that's a 19 then.
19. Okay, but here's the thing. They already said they're gonna try to save you. So.
Wait,
you
wait,
roll-
wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
I'm in real fucking chokes. You guys are gonna bang into each other.
Acrobatic.
I was asking if I could.
Yeah. Give me your
I am-
acrobatics or athletics. And
Alright.
Saga, give me either one first. Like gauging. You're gonna catch him.
I'm not even
26.
helping them. I'm just like, oh, I guess the show's not over.
Oh baby. So I rolled for athletics. I got a 28. So
28. Okay. Damn. As you guys were like really about to jump and create, and you notice you're about to all hit each other. But Larcanis, as you use your ring of jumping to try to catch him, you realize he's fine. He was going to stick the landing anyway, and you just kind of bank around him, doing a somersault, landing perfectly. Saga, you're like, I got you. Oh, he's just going to smash on me, and you hurl your way out the side and roll beautifully, and kind of as Larcanis just. What were you doing? Just looking at you guys like, what?
Your landing.
I'm just watching you guys just eating popcorn, just like.
Connor,
that was fun.
Connor-
I've never seen you fall from that high before.
Connor, wide-eyed and frayed, says nothing and just walks past and pushes through everyone on his way to the nearest drink.
It's
That far?
traumatized.
That bar is
Arizona.
two cocktail waitresses who have aligned the streets, and they're handing out little jars of little tiny jars of alcohol, of different colors.
I grab as many as they'll let me.
They just say,
Oh.
they're like, how many would you like? She has a whole tray, and 5 silver for the tray.
For
5
10,
silver
and I
for the
just
tray?
take it. I just drink. I'm gonna drink all of them.
Okay, give me some give me Constitution checks, bro.
How many do I need to do?
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna do. Give me one at disadvantage right now.
Okay. That's a 7.
Okay. You have drunk. You are now you immediately hit to the point where you're after like the third drink. You're immediately at the point where you're like, oh, okay, alrighty. You have advantage on charisma. But you still have a good amount of the tray left. But you realize like, ooh, if I keep going, I'm gonna get fucked up. You wanna keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, give me that disadvantage.
Saga grew up with an alcoholic father, so she's gonna notice that this is not healthy, and she's gonna, hey, Connor.
15.
Connor, what's up, bud?
I thought you were the drunken master, Larcanis.
You said 15?
Yep.
Okay.
He's just.
You're about halfway through the trays. You feel like you got a little bit of a stride, but you're still really teetering on the edge of being useless. But you got about half. But
He's ignoring Saga and he's going for the next batch of drinks.
Connor, let's not do this. What's going on?
go ahead,
this
give me
about
that
fight?
disadvantage, bro.
That's a 16.
16. But by 1 you made it. But you got. There's one more shot left. But at this point, that DC is high.
Get a hand check to take the shot away.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yes, please give me a sleight of hand check.
Great. That is 18.
What's up?
18.
18. What's your passive perception, Connor?
15.
Okay, so she beats that, and you just as you as you finish that shot, you know there was another shot there, and you look down, it's gone.
At the tray. And then I look at Saga. This is yours. And I hand her the flame tongue rapier, and I start making my way towards the bar.
Taking the rapier so that I can hand it back to him, I'm just gonna grab him. Honestly, I'm just grabbing his shoulder and go, hey, we got work to do. You're not going to the bar. Get your ass to work, Connor. I know that today was rough. I know that's not how the way you wanted it to go, but we got shit to do. You're not getting your ass drunk right now. Come on.
Remember being put on payroll. I think that my goal here was to get to the Lomér Games. It kind of just like sinks for a second. All right, what are we doing?
We've been asked to go by your father's shop. I don't have more details than that. Jago knows more, but Dimitri's asked us to do some work.
Yeah, Dimitri says we have to meet him over there.
There's something I need to tell you guys. I was in the bayou, or near the bayou, with Zul. It was where his buddies got ambushed by the griffins. I got a message from Kovir. He sent a message. He said that Frollo is working with Awa Corte.
Point of order. One thing, another part of the message was ascension potions in the bayou. You weren't in the bayou. You were at the forest. But
the ascension
where the
potions.
griffins, right?
Yeah, where the griffin was. You're by where you guys rescued Zul for the first time. That's where you were, but you have not been to the bayou.
Correct.
Like, we're bayou, but you haven't been to the bayou.
That's so bad, right?
God. Ugh. Lord in heaven.
I'm still proud.
I loved it. It was horrible, but I loved it.
That's some dad level humor right there.
I'm gonna call my girlfriend and see if she's pregnant.
The dad joke was that strong.
He's just like, whoa.
Stupid. You're stupid. Okay. As you guys make your, as you relay this information, as you guys have seen that horrible doodle drawing of Lomér, you guys will notice where the bayou is at, in the upper left-hand corner, but much farther away than a simple, jaunt. And you guys walk up and you see Kovir's Emporium, but it is an interesting sight. As you walk up, you notice that this part, you're getting to the part of the town where the celebration is not it's not spilled out this far. It's a very empty street, and you see a few guards who are posted outside of Kovir's Emporium. And as you kind of make your way around, you see the stone golems that adorn the front side collapsed over and broken and shattered into pieces. The doors blown off to the front doors, and you see one guard slumped over on the side, and he's just kind of, you see half of his body's charred, like he got a very bad burn. And he's just like, fuck. As he just kind of leans back, the guards kind of patting him on the back, trying to keep him calm, and he just and they look over. It's like, we asked Dimitri to send some people over. Are you it?
I think we are. What happened?
Probably correct.
Fucking all I know. Heard some screams. Some guards apparently went into Kovir. None of them came out. We got called in after we realized no one was coming back. We come on over there, we see the fucking golems. They're all shattered and doors blasted open. Liam over here walked in first and got smacked in the face with some fire trap, scorched him halfway, and now we haven't been able to get in there. But like, look over there. And he points to some of the windows. They're completely blasted out and everything. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. There was apparently during the games reports of a large tiefling man at Kovir's. You know, he said he was running off into the woods by Mother's Love. Apparently, we had some reports that there was a old ruin over there. A few guys were sent over there. They didn't come back. And heard they were sending a big gun to deal with the guy, but yeah, we haven't heard anything. But if you can see what the fuck is going on in there, be my guest.
Certainly. You know who they sent to deal with the tiefling man?
Out of my pay grade.
Fair enough.
My
have you
best guess
checked
would
to
be
see-
Kovir.
That's my concern too. I mean, I know who that is. Have you been able to check to see if the fire trap is still active?
No. I was too busy getting fucking burned. So
What way does the fire come from?
Front door. I got like one step in, and it came right at my face.
So they come forward, down, up, left.
I saw fire in my face.
So that was like Dwight Schrute asking where Michael Scott was. Did he go this way? Did he go this way?
I'm gonna look to Connor and go, hey, do you know anything about the building? Is there a back entrance, another way in?
It's like, I don't even think this building existed when I was here the first time. I was just a child, but I can't
Fair
be
enough.
sure.
Can I do some sort of like an investigation check to see if I can see what way the like fire burns when the fire shoots?
Sure, go ahead. You get close. You have to get close. You gonna get close?
Can I toss one of those empty bottles from Connor?
Sure. You can toss it. I mean, if you want, go ahead. Toss an empty bottle.
I'll hand you the last shot. You can take the shot and then do it.
Hey, that was mine.
And I look at him and go, "We're not drinking on the job."
No, it wasn't.
Pour it out.
Oh, so mean.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I want to throw it at the front door.
At the front door. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Where the trap is.
sure. Go ahead. Roll ahead.
That's a 13.
13. As you.
Nothing.
Nope. I mean, you don't really know where the trap actually is. I mean, you kind of just do it. It's a two-door door and it's a little shot glass. Maybe you hit the trap. Maybe the glass isn't enough. Maybe I've already triggered. You know.
While he's doing this, I want to be walking around and looking for another entrance.
Okay. Let me take you guys over.
Nap time.
Turn Fog of War on. Let me move you guys on over to roll 20.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys.
Oh no, not Fog of War, giving me flashbacks to the ship incident.
Ships it in.
Oh boy.
God, this ship's a bit.
See.
He's gonna sit down on the ground and start holding his side. He's
I
just
want to while
damaged.
this sort of thing is happening, I want to grab the shield that I have in my pack, and I want to just try to like barrel roll through the door then.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay.
Don't do that. I don't think you should do that.
Can I see this idea forming at all?
I was not in a combat with you guys, so I have a significant amount of health.
I'm fireproof.
Also very valid.
Alrighty. Go ahead and
Oh no.
You just barrel roll in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like with my shield out, so my AC's up another 2,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna try to, like a firefighter. I don't know if they had shields when they fight.
The whole damn room explode.
As you approach, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh. 27.
27. As you hear as you step on like the second log on the floor, and a firebolt comes right at you, and you clink it right off, and you seem fine. You're in the front lobby area. You saw the
It's
and as you looked over, you see the panel raise right back up, and I will reveal the room you're in.
I guess I'm gonna not look for another door. I'm gonna go make sure that Jago hasn't burnt to a crisp.
All right,
We're doing it this way.
Alrighty. You were so close to the back door. As you made your way back around, you saw that Jago had just stormed in. You see him, and
I feel like I heard him like yelling as he dodged, and so that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
As you seeing Jago, you now see exactly where that plate was, so you have identified where it is, and you see Saga peek her head in.
I'll turn as Saga peeks her head in. I'll point at the stone where the trap is.
Ah, good. You're not dead. I'm gonna keep looking for another entrance because I'm too hurt to mess around with that. I think, unless you can disable it somehow.
I can give it a go.
Alrighty, are you?
Yeah, try to disable it.
With what tools?
Good point. Let me see what I have. I don't have alchemist supplies. Never mind.
Got navigator's tools. I'm just gonna chuck a compass at it.
Right? Yeah. Just never mind. I won't try to disarm it, and I'll just go. Just don't step on this little ledge here.
I'm gonna keep trying to find the back entrance.
Or find a door that is locked, and I'll unlock it from the other end.
There we go. So now knowing that he's not dead, I'm gonna go back to trying to find another door.
Okay. All right, you guys should be able to control your characters now. So as you step back outside and kind of make your path, make your way all around, you do see a backdoor entrance. If you try for the door, it is locked.
Well, can I just have a look at it and see if there appears to be a trap from the outside?
Go ahead and give me a investigation.
17.
17. As you kind of peek off to the side, looking kind of at an angle at one of the windows, you peer in. It does not look trapped. You don't see anything.
I'm a barbarian with no thieves' tools, so I'm gonna kick in the door.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
18.
18. You blast open the door.
Boom.
Go ahead and move if you can
I
move
guess
your
now
guy.
I'm in there.
I have figured out how to move my.
Oh no, I put her on the black part. No, I put her under the fog of war. Saga is now
I got her.
lost to the darkness on the map.
Okay. All right. As you're in the back, you see this seems like the back storage room where you see this is where presumably some of the enchanted weapons would be stored and whatnot. And you see a lot of things are ripped open. You see a few mundane jewels around, simple daggers, simple swords, and just everything that you see. Nothing about it glistens, nothing about it shines, nothing. So it definitely seems like these were not enchanted yet. But there is a lot missing clearly from the storage room. It seems like whoever was here did take some things and left certain things. So That's what you notice generally.
Can I get a closer look and try to see if I can figure out like what's been taken generally? Like if there were like, scabbards lying around, I can assume that there were weapons taken or any sort of like traces of what might have. Yeah.
Give me that investigation.
11.
11. You do notice a few of the jars. There's some. You see a few jars, translucent jars, that you can't really identify them. But you see one shelf has a few of the smaller cases ones, and in the center, in the two shelves that lay in the center, completely bare. And looking down, you see the remnants of you see the dust imprint of what seemed to be a box that would have been under the shelf, and it's gone. So it seemed like you noticed this section of liquids and stuff has been thoroughly ransacked. And
then in the liquids, do I happen to see anything that looks like a potion of healing, or is labeled as a potion of healing?
Give me let's see. Give me a nature. What would that be? To be able to determine if it is a potion.
Ideally, I'm ideally looking for stuff that's labeled as a potion of healing. But if something looks like one, I'm going to take it back to Jago.
Okay. You see. Go ahead and give me one more investigation check. Looking through.
Get the cat out of the dice tray. 13. Okay, you see one jar. It's a small little red vial. It looks like a healing potion. The only label you see on it is P-148. Okay, I'm going to take that, just going to pocket it and have Jago look at it later. And then I'm going to move on into the next room.
Okay.
Is the door locked? Can I see if it's trapped? All that good stuff.
Which door? Let's see. You're going through the door. Okay, you're going through
This
that
way?
door. That's an open hallway.
Okay.
As you see, there is, as you walk through the
We
open
wouldn't know.
So you see the open hallway, and off to your before you leave on your right, you do see a door that is closed.
Got it. I want to find Jago first because she's not super comfortable doing all of this on her own while she's at such low health. So I'm going to go down the hallway and just kind of try to rendezvous with him.
Okay.
So I guess in my head out here and go, "Hey, Jago."
Who's that?
It's me. What do you think?
Announce yourself.
Mario.
Find anything?
Mario.
I don't know. I haven't done I haven't actually looked anywhere.
You've just been standing in the doorway?
Well, I mean, I told everyone where the step is. Nobody else wanted to join. I've just been sort of holding the door here for everybody, and you sounded. And really, I was looking around, and I think we should have gotten Gabriel. As awkward as
He's
it
pretty
is.
tapped out.
I know, but
But also, we do need backup. Can you let the guys out there know that there's an entrance around the back that's not trapped?
all right, well, I'll stick my head out and go, "Oi, fellas, round back."
All right.
I'll move all the way back here.
Yeah, can I do a perception check or investigation on the on just like the counter and like the stuff behind that, like just
Sure.
what's sort of been like ransacked?
Sure. Go ahead. Give me an investigation.
17.
17. Okay, you look back there, you see there was once a safe, like you see a section of as you look back, you see a safe that has been pried open, and you look down, it's completely bare. The jewelry, like all the jewelry that you once saw laid out, all gone. This place was very well tapped. You do see a ledger that was is kind of just strung on the counter that's opened. Just kind of seems like it was just tossed, but it's a very thick, meaty ledger.
I'll grab the ledger.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean. Connor's gonna just like slump in front of the door a little bit and yell into Jago, be like, upstairs. Anything that monster would look for would be upstairs in Kovir's room.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
I'll debrief Jago on what I found, and then I'll mention that there's another door, and that maybe we should check that out.
Awesome.
So
Alright,
can I go to the back door?
Oh, I can't.
Yep. Go ahead and move your character over there. Again, you walk by there. You see the door that's been kicked in, and you can walk in there. See the cars. Connor, are you going in?
and I figure we're gonna
my
run
condition.
this SWAT team style, where me holding the shield in the front, you know, like it's Rainbow Six Siege or something.
Good, I support this.
Connor's just gonna stay outside, knowing that he's a breath away from death.
Yeah,
I
Connor
am too,
can
but I want to help.
As you guys walk in, peering in. So, are you guys in the hallway, or are you guys trying to go through the door that's in the back storage?
I'm gonna
I want to try to go through that door.
the door that was on your right when you came in.
Jago, what do you think?
You lead the way. Just tell me where to go. Well, you know.
All right. I'm gonna be like right
I
here.
see it.
I'm gonna go. Can either you go first, or could you loan me your shield?
Well, I'll go first since I also have more health.
Definitely can't.
Alrighty.
I see anything that's weird.
You go for the door.
It's locked.
Let me take a look for traps.
Look for traps. Okay. Roll investigation.
All right. Actually, can I just help Jago on this since he's leading the way?
If that's what you want, you can do it. Jago, you can either you guys can either both roll and I average it out, or Jago, you can roll with advantage.
Take that advantage because I have a 0 investigation modifier.
I will roll with advantage.
So,
And with advantage, I got an 11.
You got 11.
Oh,
As
for shits and giggles, what would I have rolled?
Yeah.
I was gonna roll a nat 20.
No!
If only you would have
Tragic.
you should have just said that would have been so good. I would have used that. But we're working on
I
that.
just wasted a nat 20 roll.
Yeah. So, Jago. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's normal. It's fine.
I don't like your tone.
I grabbed the. I grabbed.
It is
the
not
shield
fine.
a little tighter.
Okay.
Okay, great.
You're gonna. What we're doing here? Are you just bashing it in?
I got doors locked.
Did I do patient defense back there? I'm just...
At this point, I'm just gonna go. Larcanis, you are barely on your feet. Get back, just in case this thing is trapped.
I'm like,
there's a puddle right there.
that's what the patient defense is for.
Situation and see if
Like,
I
nice.
need some help.
Just go look at the potions and see if you can figure anything else out.
Or if you can find any recipes for healing potions.
All right, check it out.
Okay, so you're
recipes.
gonna look for recipes. Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead and give me an investigation check in the room you're in, and Jago.
I'm gonna SWAT team it and sort of
Okay.
like bash it open with the shield.
That's it.
Okay, you go ahead. Go ahead. Give me that
Nice.
strength check.
15.
15. Okay. Real quick. Larcanis, what was your roll?
I was hoping you would forget it was a 3.
It was 3.
Yes.
Oh, he's blind.
All right.
I closed my eyes.
As you are looking through,
He found only the braille.
trying to find paperwork. You find paperwork, kinda, but you can't make heads or tails of anything you're reading. It seems like it's some type of storage system that you're reading labels that you have no context for. Like, you imagine something that's A/48 goes here. What is A/48? The fuck you know. And as you are saying that, I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Oh God! Everybody.
Hey, it just got that 20.
Another
Dice are having a really
15.
good day.
Dang. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh man, an 8. Why are you doing this?
Okay. So who? Okay. Give me those rolls again.
Whatever.
Nat 20. I love these dice
Okay.
so much.
I got a 15.
Okay. Larcanis?
8.
An 8?
An 8.
Oh, Larcanis.
Why am I gonna die now? Why am I gonna die now?
We have a couple of hero potions.
Wait. You took a lot. Remember, you took a short rest after your fight.
Did I?
Yes. You
You
gotta
know,
remember
Oh,
these.
okay.
You gotta remember these.
Okay.
Because there was a whole short rest. You had like 2 hours just to kick it and do nothing.
I'm still.
When because you lost in the
But
in the quarterfinals. You lost in the quarterfinals. So you've had like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
yeah, I had a little bit of time.
So you have a short rest under your belt. So use those hit die.
Sheesh.
Connor has not had a short rest. He's
Yeah.
been traveling this whole. He should have had a short rest. So you're you
Okay,
got
so I'm at 15.
okay. Good. Well, okay.
Something.
I'm glad
Gotta
you got
live with
15. I'm glad you got 15. Because
because I'm about to hit you.
you're about to
14.
get fucking wrecked. Okay, as she kicked open the door, the door hinges, and as it's coming down, you feel this massive gust of wind just blow out towards you guys in the door. You guys take 10. The ones who saved, you guys take not 10. You take 7 bludgeoning damage, and Larcanis, you take 14 bludgeoning damage
Jeez.
as you're hurled out the window, outside,
Literally 14.
roll a couple feet away from Kovir's Emporium.
With my 1 HP.
This is the lowest hit points I've ever been.
Man. It's life.
I'm gonna.
The door's open.
You rude
All right,
bastard.
Doggo, fuck me.
All right, let's do this. Clearing. And I
I'm gonna-
walk in, I check the corners.
Okay.
Just sit on. I sit on the
It's
floor.
it's literally just a stairway. You open it up. It's a small little stairway that kind of leads up into what looks like kind of an office area. So as you go up to the office, I am going to reveal.
Oh, thank God.
Or did say to check upstairs.
Yeah, and thank God the stairs weren't trapped.
And are you when you're as you're going, are you being watchful, or are you just kind of walking?
Being watchful.
Yeah, I'm being a little watchful. A little
Okay.
careful.
As you go upstairs, you see.
Stealthily.
Oh, you stealthily. Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not stealthing. I'm just watching.
Okay.
23 on that stealth.
But I'll
You
be a
are.
stealth check.
Yeah, give me a disadvantage stealth check.
Me?
No,
I
no.
rolled a 9. I rolled a 10 and a 20, so it's the 10.
It's a 10. So as Jago, as you are like the wind, you just hear the clank, 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 clank right behind you. You know, you're like, but you know, as you approach, you see, you see a large wooden desk in the center, on bookshelves along the sides, a little cot kind of tucked away in the corner, and you see a variety of books kind of laid out and opened up. Seems like someone was it just looks like a mess. You see paperwork everywhere, and
Can I want to sort of just do like a perception check or something to just sort of discern like what sort of they were trying to get, you know?
oh yeah, give me go ahead, give me a if you're
I'll
looking
roll with that.
okay, go ahead. You guys can either both roll and I'll average it out, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Let's average it out this time.
Okay.
Thank God.
Nope. Sorry, I just really brought down the average with a nat 1.
I got a 19.
Nat 20's all coming.
Okay. 19 and a nat 1.
That's a real min-max.
That's a real bit. Okay, well, you guys have discovered the only thing that you can discern is one of the books on the counter. Seems like there was massive chunks ripped out of a particular ledger. You notice that it's like just multiple pages that have been ripped.
What's the ledger about? Is it like bookkeeping? Is it a tome?
It's a ledger on a book. It's definitely a bookkeeping. And
It's like who's been here.
It's a series of it's an inventory list.
Okay.
And as you're scrolling through, when you get to you go to elixirs and components, and you notice that's where a good chunk of the pages are missing in the components section. And one of the little pieces that was ripped off, you see the words "Ridge." The rest of it is kind of tapered off. But
Do you guys think that Dimitri can just use one of his little spells to just restore this book?
I don't know enough about magic, but I'm willing to bet they're trying to get everything they need for that ascension elixir. You know, the one that was in the book? I was downstairs, a lot of jars, like components, it seemed, had been taken.
Oh,
I grabbed this, and I'm gonna pull out the random mystery potion. Do you know what this is? Looks kind of like a healing potion, but I don't know a lot about these things. I know you're better at that.
So the ledger I grabbed from downstairs is a different ledger, right?
yeah, it's a different ledger.
Cool. Is that one also inventory?
It's a few inventory list. As you look through it, you notice that it's you see a display sketching. So it's the front part of the store where things would go, but it also has a variety of notes and one of the pages that also seems like it was ripped off a little bit. Top part seems like it's a handwritten note under it's a note towards for Isabella. Move all residuum to, and then that's where it's ripped off.
Residuum. But what was the letters that were ripped out of your page?
Riz.
Do you think?
That's what they were looking for, then, isn't
Do you
it?
think this is the main ingredient in the ascension spell?
You can give me a history check. You both can give me a history check as you guys all read the ledger. In the meanwhile, Larcanis, you're staring up
I'm sitting.
at the night sky, just a bloody mess. Just thinking about all of the decisions you made that have led you here.
Mhm,
Yeah,
absolutely.
as you just.
That sounds about right.
What would you like to do?
You said I'm outside, right?
You're outside. You're outside. You're actually. Hold on, I'll move you out.
Connor's gonna
You're
wave
out
to
back.
Larcanis.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna move Connor. You look up, you see Connor there. You're just kind of waving at me.
He says, oh, this is weird. Hold on. Sorry. I got a pat on the ground next to me. There we go. I can hear again.
So, Connor's consoling you as you look up into the night sky.
Guess I should have stayed outside, huh? How would you leave?
Definitely should have just stayed outside. So Connor just closes his eyes again.
As you guys both decide to do a little camp setup in the back, dark alleyway.
Larcanis just looks like what, in Team America when that dude is throwing up in the alleyway.
Just
Yeah. Was in a pool of my own blood, just.
as.
Poor buddy.
Oh, by the way, Connor, give me a Constitution saving throw. The drinks that you so hastily downed.
And please puke him up so that you can sober up, man.
So
Good,
that would
puke on
be
me.
18.
18. Not enough. You had not enough. Not with all that you drank. You needed over 20. So as you are
Oh.
go ahead and make a dexterity save throw to see if you are able to dodge your friend and blow the. Larcanis, as you're looking up, you see your friend. He seems like he's not doing well.
It's okay, because I
11
rolled a
with
22.
disadvantage.
11.
Why is the barbarian the wrong friend of the party?
Now, Larcanis, give me that save. Give me that dexterity save. He's hurt.
I rolled a 16 with a +6 modifier. I'm
You lucky bastard.
22, baby. Yeah.
As you're like, hey, Connor, what? Oh, you roll over and you just see it just fuels all of the. It's multicolored and because he took a tray of shots. So ones were purple and green. So it's just this putrid, like concoction of color and ichor. Just he is expelling all the food, all the. Everything, and it's a bad one. He's like, you're buckling over, Connor. You're really like, is this how I go? Kind of puking away on those horrible. It's not a pleasant experience. In the meanwhile,
Oh gosh.
Saga, you are piecing together the
Already
what were those
16.
history checks?
I got a nat 20 for a total of 20.
So, you recall that a few of the names of the ingredients, residuum is not on them. And you guys also recall that Connor did mention.
Over the future.
Yeah, you do remember that the ascension potion that Connor did mention said at the bayou, which is a section of Lomér. But residuum is not on the list for.
Can I look through both ledgers for Pete? What was the numbers on the potion?
Oh, the potion she had. You trying to match up the number? Yeah. Go ahead and give me another investigation as you're like you're actively scrolling through trying to find a particular.
He's gonna pull out tiny wooden reading glasses.
You see, it's massive as he gently places them around the hook of his nose as he's thumbing through this human-sized ledger.
With a 14.
With a 14, you come across it. It's a bottle of poison. That looks you are very familiar with it. It's the poison that looks like a healing potion.
I go and I turn to Saga and I go, I believe it's one of these, and I just hold up another one of them. It's poison.
I'll leave that in your care then. Didn't want to mix them up.
And I'm just gonna lock them into my bandolier since it's all empty of poisons anyways.
Okay. And
can I think and see like if I know anything about residuum, what it's used for,
give me Arcana.
like if that's registering anything? Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
And you can also
3.
You can also give me an Arcana check, Jago.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, Arcana. I think
Arcana.
I have an advantage in that. I do. Still at an 11. But,
Okay.
I have advantage.
Well, you do know, the one thing you know about residuum is that is kind of a replacement component. It essentially is almost like pure magic. So where normally you would need like a particular incantation would require blood, a certain amount of blood for someone like you, or for someone like Gabriel, you would need a diamond, or you would need a type of phosphorus, or whatever you would need for a particular spell. Residuum is just basically a do-all.
High fructose residuum.
Pretty much.
All right. Seems to be sort of universal filler for all potions, so probably gonna use it for the ascension potion. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make the potion, but like I would if I was having this plan. You know what I mean?
Do you know what you mean? All right, should we maybe do one last sweep and then try to clear the building and report back to Dimitri? I think we need somebody who knows magic on this. Kovir is out of play.
I'll make sure we
Gabriel is asleep. I think it's Dimitri.
We need to talk to him. Yeah, anyways. I want to do one last like sweep of the office to even see if there's anything like meaningful that he keeps on the desk for Connor. Like even like a photo.
That's sentimental. I'm doing one last sweep for anything relevant to the things that we're looking for currently.
We need those 2 more rolls.
Perception or investigation?
Give me a perception, and Jago, because you're looking for a very specific thing, give me investigation.
14.
14.
11. 10 plus 1, baby.
Okay, so the 14. You do come across, as Jago's kind of like looking for like places where he's sitting down where he would be sitting down at a desk and looking around like, okay, he would put a picture there, and he's moving as he's looking through all those different things. You start looking through some of the shelves, and you come across a note ledger. Seems like just a little thing for it, and you flip through it, and you see theory, hemoglobin, residuum, 5 pounds, and then a variety of type of concoctions that it's kind of foreign to you. You see certain arcana symbols, things like that's completely like you can't even make heads or tails of it. And again, it's question marks at the bottom, and that's what it reads. You just don't really understand the jargon that he's using. It's just too foreign.
All right, and so I'm gonna just kind of wave this and go, Jago, we gotta get to Dimitri.
And as I'm like thumbing through a book, I'm like, oh, let's go.
Oh yeah, Jago. Yeah. As you are looking for as you were looking at the book, at one of those random books, a little paper falls out, and as you look at it, it looks like a child's drawing of look like a type of stick figure holding a sword, and looks like very, very elementary. Looks like maybe a 5-year-old drew it. But yeah, that's what you've come across.
I wonder what this is about, and I just want to put it in my pocket.
Okay.
I was like, well, let's head to Dimitri, because after that I could use the rest if you don't want me.
Do we have any other rooms to sweep from here? I still see a black chunk on the map, so I'm assuming there's like another room.
Yeah, when you guys were downstairs, you did see some back room entrances.
Okay, so let's get back downstairs. Let's clear out the building best we can. and then we can report back.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, let's go to the next.
Yeah, you guys make your way back down the hallway into the main lobby. Make your long way around as you
I'm here.
cut in.
It's gonna be small tiefling hiding behind big bugbear with shield.
Okay. As you guys walk in to the door opens. No problem. Go ahead, if you guys are looking for traps, go ahead and give me a perception.
16.
Okay.
9.
9. Jago, as you're walking forward, Saga, you notice that on the table there's a little stream that's connected to the, and it, like you barely caught it in the moonlight as you see it. Kind of different than all the other traps, but you do notice it, and Jago has not.
I'm just gonna grab the back of his shirt as soon as I notice it and pull him back.
All right.
Hey, trap, and I'm gonna point to the wire.
As you trace the wire around all the way, and you see it's connected to a crossbow bolt, a heavy crossbow on the far end, pointing directly at that area. Seems a lot more rudimentary, but definitely a trap.
I want to walk over to the crossbow and just try to take the bolt out.
Okay, go
Can I
ahead.
do that? Like, if I could just try to disable the actual crossbow instead of the full-on trap, it seems easier in my opinion.
We've confirmed that Saga doesn't have scissors, so her next best option is just to like whack it with the axe from 5 feet back, which also seems valid, honestly.
That or just
And we could just step back 5 feet and I could hit it with the axe so that it'll be aiming not at us.
All right. So,
I got a.
who's doing what?
I want to try to do.
I'm letting Doggo
maybe
do his
like a
thing.
sleight of hand check to just disable the crossbow.
You want to disable the cross? Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Got
See if
a
you can-
23.
23. You gently tug at the string that's taut around the trigger. Move it right off. Let it go, and the crossbow's now just not the trap is officially disarmed, and you can just take the heavy crossbow off.
I think we earned this, and I'm gonna put it on my bag. And I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Alrighty.
All yours, my friend.
And you see there's one door left. Seems like it's been kind of kicked in a little bit. And as you guys open the door, you see refill area. You see
No.
the body of Isabella.
Oh!
I run into the room with reckless abandon. I don't care if there's a trap, and I run over to her body.
There's no traps. Seems like that last one was it. And you see Isabella. She's dead on the floor. Seems like stabbed through the chest.
Can I tell how long she's been dead, roughly?
Give me a medicine check.
Yo, could I like bring her back? I have.
I got a 5 on that.
I mean,
Oh my god, why don't I bring that? Jesus Christ.
pretty. You touch her, she's cold. I mean, you don't know exactly how long that is, and no telling. It's kind of a. You don't know. You have no idea.
Would I be able to tell by like the quality of the blood at this point?
Oh, just from your
As a
general.
yeah, just like because I do blood magic, so I would know.
'Cause you do blood magic.
It's been sitting out for a while.
Tell you what. Give me. I'll let you add a proficiency bonus to a d20 roll.
All that finagling for an 8.
Yo, that's the worst.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's not a terribly large amount of blood, but seems enough, and it seemed like it happened. It was whatever happened. It was quick.
Well, I only learned to tell Tom when I was on the boat with you fellas on the way here, so I have no idea how long it has been. But
I have so many questions about where you grew up, but I guess we try to see if there's any clues left behind. Or is it
back to the because she was stabbed with like a knife. Is the knife still in her?
It's just a big stab wound.
I want to look around the room for other things out of place, traces of whoever did this.
I'm gonna search her pockets to see if she had anything on her.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation for searching through her pockets, and go ahead and give me perception for looking around the room, see what.
21 on perception.
Nice. You see that you're in what? Just looking around, you notice that you're in an enchanting. Yeah, it's an enchanting room. So this seems like the location where Kovir would have done a lot of his work. It does look like a lot of things are turned over. It seems like a struggle may have happened. Not much of one. And you see from some of the foot patterns on because you did roll pretty high. You see some of the blood patterns on the floor. You do see a few footprints in the blood, and you see 2 separate footprints in the blood. One that's kind of, you see one nearing where your character is right now by the door, away from the body. You see two very large footprints that are just kind of standing next to each other, and then another smaller footprint that's kind of scattered all around the room. You see on top of the blood. It just seems like that one moved around. The large footprints seem like they were kind of by the door. Jago, you look through her pockets. She is completely bare. No coin purse is taken. She's just in simple clothes.
I just want to lean over to her body and say, whoever did this to you, Dow, they will pay. And if her eyes are open, I want to do the whole close her eyes thing.
They are, and you do. And get up. And what would you like to do?
I think it's time to head to Dimitri. But on the way out, I think we need to let the guards know of the body they need to come take care of.
Okay.
We're not moving anything ourselves. It's a crime scene, and that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Although I did touch her face, I will let them know I touched her face in case they accuse me.
As you guys head on out, you see the guards. The guy who got singed gets up, starts kind of walking on over to you. The 2 guards beside him. What's going on in there?
So there is an untrapped entrance around the back that can be used to access the building. It seems that we were able to disable all of the traps inside except for the one at the front door. You would just need tools that we don't have access to currently. There were several supplies that were taken from the storage room in the back, various vials and potions and such. They also rummaged through a lot of Kovir's office upstairs. And saddest of all, a shop employee who seems to have been here, her name is Isabella, was killed. She was stabbed, and she's in the enchanting room in the back off to the left as you walk into the shop.
Damn. Isabella. Fucking bastards.
I look at them, I go, hey, they will pay.
And he kind of points at us like, go around back. I'll flag one of the mages down. They'll send a message to either Kovir or fucking Dimitri. And he starts walking him over. You see him flag down one of the mages, and he's talking, and you notice the mage doing some arcana symbols and starts speaking.
I'm gonna follow because I want to try to get a message to Dimitri if possible, because I want to loop him in on all of this.
And okay, as you approach, you see one of the mage soldiers. He's about to cast his message, and as he's Dimitri, dead employee at Kovir's, traps. All Emporium looted. Need your assistance immediately. And then he just kind of stands there quiet. And see, he's like he's giving some facial expressions. He's like, as you see a little sweat bead from his eye. He's like, okay, all right, hey, stand the fuck up, stand up. And you see the guy, and you all start hearing a crackling of energy, and this deafening, thunderous noise just is starting to feel like it's just all around you, and then the air kind of feels like it's sucked away into in front of you. You see crackling of energy, and the very almost reality kind of breaking in on itself, and a massive portal opens up, and you see Dimitri walking in. Next to him, Baku and Shaza walking out, and Ash, another orc, the one who was standing next to him, like almost essentially as tall as Shaza. He's a very large, imposing orc. And as they go along, they look over. Well, this is becoming more of an issue.
Oh, I don't even like Kovir, and I wouldn't ever wish to disappoint him.
So
Kovir.
Connor's gonna struggle to his feet, and he's gonna raise his hand up, and he's gonna relay the message from Kovir to explain where his whereabouts are. Connor is gonna say, in light of what we've learned here, I think it's entirely possible that Kovir has been taken hostage and being made to do the spells or work for this ascension potion. I don't really know. That would be my best guess.
Dimitri's listening. Well, your detective skills need a little bit of work, but you're not far off. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but Kovir is dead. His body was found at the ruins, at one of old Talona's ruins, by Mother's Love. He apparently got word that there was a break-in in his shop and left. So he took some of the boys, tracking down the tiefling warrior. And no one heard from him since. I got word by some of the mages I sent to find out about it. They told us that the ruins were abandoned, and only they found a whole bunch of dead soldiers in Kovir. Seems like he died fighting. So he is not being used to make any type of ascension potion. He wasn't working on the ascension potion. Was working on the hemoglobin.
I'm gonna pull out the notebook, and I'm gonna hand it to Dimitri. I believe that they're using the residuum that they stole here for that purpose. I can't really make heads or tails of it, but I'm sure you will. And then as I hand it over, I'm just gonna kind of look at Connor, and I'm gonna go, Connor, I'm so sorry.
Well, Honestly, it's more of a loss for Bourbon Bay and possibly Gabriel. I'm sure he'll mourn much more than I will.
I'm gonna turn to like Shaza and Dimitri, and I'm gonna say, well, if we are talking about the hemoglobin and we're being honest here, I might need to clue you in on a few things, guys.
And you see Dimitri shut the book as he was stumbling through it. Continue.
The reason you knew where to send people to the ruins is because of me. I believe I have also been cursed by Awa Corte. I have put a ring on to block him from my mind, but he does talk to me. He's giving me a mission to finish the last two parts of the hemoglobin for him. One that he knows is in Shaza's treasure trove, and the other is in the Giant's Keep. If I don't steal both of those, Saga dies.
Oh. Imagine he's working on a much bigger scale than the life of one tiefling. But I suppose it's proper motivation for you.
He was only trying to protect me, sir, and we were planning to come to you with this information as soon as we could.
So, we can plan any trap we want, because I will have to go to him eventually and I'll be compelled, obviously. But that can only be planned while I have this ring on still.
Perhaps. He flips back open the notes. He's reading. Seems like your father kinda was working on a way. We brought him in on the Awa Corte issue. Doing some research and procured some works from the library. Your brother Jonah was very helpful with that.
Jonah.
The hemoglobin was used as a imprisonment for Awa Corte. Through our studies, it seems like if given enough powerful motivation, which through your tribe is a significant amount of blood, it could grant a wish. Apparently, the wish can be of any level provided there is enough exchange. Seems like at once, 150 years ago, a member of your tribe gave it all to make a wish, and that is presumably to trap Awa Corte. Kovir is trying to circumvent the blood and use residuum to once again capture Awa Corte into the hemoglobin. However, I'm assuming, and he looks back over to the ramshacked Emporium, I'm assuming the residuum is gone.
Oh, I didn't find any in there.
That's what we believe. We were able to find listings of some of the things that were taken from the Emporium, and it looks like they have been residuum based on little incomplete parts of wow, English inventory.
It looks like they need about £12. I don't know how much
that is
he had here.
Quite a bit.
So
that is.
If we need to go to where there's some other stores and just protect them all or something.
There's no other stores that have residuum. And at that amount, I mean, the fact that Kovir had £5 worth of residuum is not legal. So.
Would he have had £5? Do they have enough?
£5 is enough.
Do you think he had that much in the store?
Kovir is smart than to keep that amount.
Gabriel is the only one who would know now.
Gabriel would know. And they all look at each other. He was still sleeping in the back, wasn't he? Yes. Sent some boys to wake him up.
I was like, Dimitri, while we're just talking and hanging out, could you maybe heal us?
You see, Saga. Oh, that sucks. All that work. You haven't even. Well, at least this one got drunk. Well, I suppose. Dimitri, old buddy, I suppose you can help him. And he casts mass cure wounds.
Oh, thank God.
So my health right now is a 37 out of 49. That was really for you guys.
Ooh. I'm at 30 out of 76. How is your max HP only 49? You're so squishy.
I don't know.
You
Sorry,
guys
what was it?
did 27.
57. Had 1 out of 57.
Jeez.
So you guys,
Jeez, indeed.
as he just waves a hand over everyone, and you feel this arcana energy, kind of breathing life back into you. Well, let's see what we have here. And he goes back into the ledger. Frollo is working for Awa Corte. Frollo is still at large.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to know where Frollo is, do you, Ashtek? And you see the large orc kind of peer down at Dimitri. Got something to say? Then say it. Dimitri looks over at him. I'm asking you if you're hiding Frollo. Is that plain enough for you? Take heed on how you speak to me, foreigner. I am Ashtek. I have more power than you. And I will show you if you ever challenge me. Shaza kind of steps between the two of them, kind of glares over at Ashtek. Let's be friendly. There's no
Saga's
need
just kind of like
to start
bristling at all this because she doesn't like Dimitri. She's not here for the anti-tiefling shit.
I'm not really
She's
here
just
for
kind of like
anyone to insult anyone just because they're
doing a little this in the background.
You see, go ahead, give me an intimidation check.
I'm not like trying to intimidate him. I'm just mad. It's a 7 plus
7.
So 0. It's a 7.
7. He doesn't even pay you a mind. He's not even looking at you. And you see Shaza kind of just glaring and Ashtek. It appears I have made my welcome dried out. I mean,
you haven't really pissed me off, but,
And he just kind of glares over at you, looking. I'll expect the prison transfer in a fortnight, Dimitri. Dimitri just kind of stares at him, and as he walks off, he looks over at you, Saga. He looks down. I look forward to putting your brother to work. And he starts walking away, seemingly down the path. And Dimitri's looking over at him, waiting for him to get a healthy distance.
that man is a real Samuel L. Jackson in Django.
See, interesting thing. Frollo's a gangster. Not a coup. Not someone who would attempt to create hostages. And when you consider the only port town is, and he kind of gestures over to the Aztec as he's leaving, is is the Orc war camp of Shatu. Only one with a port. Oh, sorry, Ashantu. Only one with a port. And the slavers are trying to escape by boat. Who also made a request for Damian. We cannot deal with him right now. Don't worry about your brother. He'll be fine. He won't be transferred until a fortnight, and we'll delay.
Thank you, Dimitri. I had meant to ask, but there seemed to be more pressing issues. I would not trust Ashtek with my brother's custody, especially now.
Ashtek has had run of the prison since it's been established. So, they had a interesting amount of men. We'll keep in touch. We might have to deal with them at one point. But till then, your brother gave me one of the books that you were studying. And the ingredients to the Ascension Potion. Some of those ingredients, the raw materials, grow naturally in the bayou. Always had some suspicion that Frollo runs the bottle of rage trade out of one of those towns. Stands to reason that maybe he's running some more operations out of there. If you're up for it, find him. And, not for nothing, it is... If you're truly shielded from Awa Corte in the meantime, maybe he won't affect you. However, that is a gamble on your own life. We cannot get to the Giants' camp without dying. The Hardened Shell tribe is the closest place to ship away from there, but I honestly do not know how you're going to get there. But if you can find why they are making this Ascension Potion, then maybe we can stop this before it begins truly in earnest. You have not opened your chest, young lady.
There seemed more pressing matters.
Open it.
So I do.
Okay, you immediately see 2,000 platinum stacked up on the side, and
I'm rich.
and you see a letter, parchment bound with a seal, and you take it open, break the seal, and it's the deed to River's Keep off the coast of Father's Resolve. Before we had to consolidate, before the fall of Father's Resolve, champions were gifted land in Lomér. We, of course, had to stop doing that as land completely dried up. But now that life has returned, one of the old keeps along the shoreline. It's in disarray, but it is yours. Congratulations, champion. It will be a good setting off point if you're going to go into the bayou.
Thank you, Dimitri.
No, thank you. If you can find any more information on the hemoglobin, please talk to me directly. And he reaches into his pouch and he hands a stone over to you. The stone will allow you to communicate with me, and try to only use it when you have something important to say, not just when you have an inclination to speak to me.
Of course.
Then enjoy your night.
Adding that to my...
And as you, it's a sending stone.
I just added that to my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I think we're all pretty exhausted. It's been a long day, so I think we will sleep, gather our bearings, and look to the others, not to speak for everybody else, but I think probably set off to find Frollo in the morning.
Good luck. Frollo's very dangerous. I do not know if he's at the bayou or if he's being hidden by Aztec over there. But any information you can find, and if you can stop Awa Corte from recreating his ascension potions, that would help.
Of course. And as long as you have my brother in custody, please feel free to ask. I know that he will be cooperative with what he knows. It might not be much, but everything helps.
Wait,
That would be fine.
Dimitri. Oh, you good? So, I don't want to bring the last piece of the hemoglobin to Awa Corte, of course. And I know you guys have a place in Shaz's Keep.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, in the meantime, make a replica so that when I take my ring off, I'll look like I stole the real one?
I mean, well, the man who I would have sent that job in is dead now, but he has an apprentice. We'll put him to work, see if he can develop a copy. Don't know if that will work, but it's worth a shot. And champions, he turns around and ventures off, and we'll send you some information in the morning on your contact on your way on how to get there. Good luck.
We'll be waiting for your word. Thank you.
Alrighty. And as Dimitri, Shaza, Baku start walking up the hill towards Shaza's keep, more guards have shown up, more mages have shown up, and are starting to slowly, very methodically walk into Kovir's Emporium and beginning their own investigation. And what would you like to do?
Well, I think it's time to drink.
Connor, you've done a lot of drinking. How are you feeling?
Great.
After all that you expelled, I'd be feeling pretty great too.
So I try to
Not
find
just
the
from the
closest,
alcohol.
tray lady, and I go, give me every tray you got, and don't stop coming until I say so.
As you ran off to the nearest tray lady, which was down the hill a little bit of the ways, and as you're running up to her, she kind of freaks out a little bit and she's like, a silver per tray. I have these two, and we got another one back there. I mean, 3 silver.
It's more than enough. It's more than enough. Thank
I toss
you.
her a gold and I say, if I want another one, I'll ask.
She points, and as you have this 3 trays of shots, give me a dexterity check to see how many you're able to walk around with.
My large reach, though.
That's great. You're trying to juggle.
Good.
Woo! Let me look at this modifier. Please be good. You said dexterity, right?
Yeah.
8.
8.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 12 shots.
We are getting none of those drinks.
There's 12 shots on each tray. The 3rd tray, you lose 4 of them.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be like Kevin from The Office with the chili.
Worst case scenario.
So, guys, Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Connor can have the one with the less shots on it since he got started before us.
So Connor's
I
gonna
will
just
pass.
Connor's just gonna walk by everybody and he's just gonna push his way over to the inn. He's just going to bed.
As Connor just not speaking a word to the crew, sorrowfully walks over to Hannibal all the way down, says no words. You pass
I'm
through.
gonna follow him just to like make sure he gets home safely.
Okay.
I'm kind
As
of tagging along, and I'm gonna, hey Connor, we don't have to talk about any of this, but you shouldn't be alone right now, all right? I'm gonna walk back with you. All right?
as you guys venture forth, you guys start going through the crowds, and Connor's just kind of just generally kind of slogging along. You see a few of the street kids, they're kind of passing by, they're shooting off little bottle rockets, little tiny little rockets that are coming around. They have little streamers. They bump into you and Connor, and you kind of see them as they pass by as you guys walk into Hannibal's, and you see the place is bustling and people are cheering for you as you walk in. Connor is just still kind of slumpily walking by up the stairs into his room. I'm assuming shuts the door. And do you turn it in, or do you go back downstairs?
I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Okay. As you go back downstairs again, cheers, and like everyone's just is so happy. And you also see Danae. She's there with Tara, and they're having a drink together. You don't see anyone else, but anyone else you are familiar with. And as you're walking by, young gentleman, tiefling man, comes up to you and is like, "Please, Saga, I would love to buy you a drink. If I can, you allow me to."
That's sweet of you.
Chicken is
I'm
a
actually
human.
gonna go grab a drink with my sister, though. Thank you.
Yeah. And you see as he kind of just nods and then walks away. You hear a little group of men. Oh, rejected.
Damn.
Oh, God,
And I'm gonna go grab a drink with my sister.
Wow.
And as you sit, you come over to see Tara, and she immediately gets up and gives you a hug. And she's like, "Sorry about Damian." And she's like, "Okay, let's get fucked up." All right. She calls some shots over, and Danae just kind of constantly, with her hair, this perpetual anxiety driven,
I'm just gonna catch her hands and just be like, "Hey, I talked to Dimitri. It's gonna be all right. Okay, I've taken care of it. He'll be out in a couple of days."
Give me a deception check.
Nope, not one.
Nat 1. You're such a fucking liar. She just starts crying.
Damn, I gotta get another L in the chat for that.
She wipes her tear off, and she just chuckles like, "You're such a fucking liar." It's just fine. It's fine.
He's gonna be all right, though. I swear. All right, I did talk to Dimitri. I can't tell you all of it, but he's gonna be all right.
And she starts, and she grabs her wine glass, and she just goes, "Guck, guck, guck." And then the waiter comes back over to try to refill her, and she just takes the wine bottle off and lays it down. They're both champions, so they're paying. And she starts.
It's on me.
and she just is filling that wine bottle right up to top. And more drinks. Are you drinking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have an ale that I'm gonna slowly sip.
Slow sip. Okay, a slow sip. Easy night. Go ahead, roll.
Casual ale.
Yeah, roll Constitution. It's a very low DC.
Let's see what that is. 12.
12. You're fine. You're just enjoying the drink. It's a little hoppy, but it tastes good. It tastes good as you are enjoying the festivities. A couple other gentlemen make their way to the table, and they all seem to be vying for your attention. And a few gentlemen, it's like, so, Saga, can I have this dance? And maybe you can join me for a dance. As one of the other guys.
I'm just gonna very politely turn them all down, and if anybody gets too pushy, just kind of like give Tara a little like help me out elbow.
Okay. Well, when one of the guys is like, "Oh, come on!" and all of a sudden they get completely swiped from this large half-wing tail that just flips them right over, and they fall around on their back ass and head wops. Ugh, fucking whatever. And saunters off. That's essentially the next couple. Just all these like nice guys, crude guys, macho dudes.
But are they nice guys or are they nice guys?
Like they're as of right now, perception wise, they come off nice. Not, come on and be nice. Those are the macho guys who pretend to be nice. When I say a nice guy, I literally mean a nice guy. He is very
I'm a nice guy, though.
No. You are like, nice guys don't have to say that. So the nice guys are like, they're coming in like, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you. But could I have this dance? You turn them down. It's like, well, you have a great night. And they walk away.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm being really polite. I'm just like, I'm really enjoying this time with my sister. Thank you, though. Have a great night.
And all the time, as Tara's like, what the fuck am I? What the hell? All right, you just
you come on. You're basically my sister too.
I mean, like I'm looking here, fine as fuck, and not one of these expectations. I swear to God. Expectations. I don't know why I come.
I beat like 3 people in single combat tonight, right?
Yes, you were badass. You're badass.
Thank you.
I mean, just like.
And like she's starting to finally get like a little bit of a genuine smile because like the victory was really like not. There's been sort of this little cloud hanging over her head because like as soon as she won, her brother got carted off in handcuffs, and then after that, everything happened at the Emporium, and so she's finally like loosening up and like has like a genuine smile coming to her face as she's doing this.
Okay, now Larcanis, Jago, you guys, you see Saga just with her sister and her friend, enjoying the nights. You see a bunch of dudes constantly walking up, leaving, walking up, leaving, and like you're like, what would you like to do? It's pretty crowded.
First, I grab a drink.
There you go. You go ahead. There's plenty of drinks being had, and Champion, we'll put it on a tab for you.
Thank you. And then so some of the shots that I had on like those trays. If there's people around, they're like, I shot, and I'm gonna hand some of those out then, since we didn't take any. But I'm gonna save 4 of them in my bag if they're in the little like airplane bottles.
Okay. You're able to. You have a little. You have a flask from your. You have a little tin. You have a little tin with a lid on it that you're able to kind of pour them all in and seal it up, or you can dump out because you have an alchemy. You have an alchemist kit, right?
Yeah.
So you can pour out some of your alchemist kit, so you can pour it into something with a jar with a lid. So.
Yeah.
Please don't mix your potions and your alcohols, folks. Just that's a bad idea. PSA for anybody doing this.
Not unless you want to get really, really fucked up.
Yeah, get messed up. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna take one of the empty jars from the alchemy kit and just put it all in that.
Okay. Alrighty. As you fill it up, you do that little bit of. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand as you're.
So that
With your big, massive paw hands trying to fill in the little flask.
I am not as stubby as you think. All right, say 12.
12. Yeah, you miss. You get a little down the fur. You got just like yeah, but you get it all. You get pretty much all of it in there, and yeah, and the second you said shots, people just immediately grabbed in. Tara got up, grabbed 4 of them.
And I go,
And
let's show
as
up
Tara got up and grabbed 4,
no party animals. Am I right?
Right. And she kind of looks past you. She catches eyes with you, Larcanis, rolls her eyes, and walks back to her table.
throw my hands up.
And as Tara, as she sits down, she leans over to you, Saga, to try to have like a little one-on-one talk. You know the thing that's fucked up about expectations? They always let you down. And she just drinks another one. You would think a dragonborn warrior monk would be a good lay, but fuck! She just tosses the next 2 back.
Oh, this one's hard enough.
She openly talking about me?
Brutal.
No, it's girl talk. We're just chatting. It's fine. We're just having like. Oh, we're being quiet. It's just we're
Wait,
quiet.
can I hear that?
You do not have enough, but this is what you notice in your passive perception. Perception, you notice Tara had rolled her eyes at you, walked over, leaned across, said something to Saga, and they're giggling. This is all your male ego has been able to discern.
So I'm just laughing my ass off, and I go, Tara, this is far more than I ever wanted to know.
Well, too bad, because we're going into detail.
So as that's happening,
way more information than you have ever wanted to know about the anatomy.
It's just a bad night.
And the stamina of your friend.
I'm gonna take a shot at this point. I'm taking a shot, and I'm just giving Danae a help me look from across the table.
You know what?
As you
Here's
look
what
over,
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna go to the bar, and I want to order most expensive drinks, 3 of them. Okay.
Got a 15 on the con save for that shot, by the way.
Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. And you see, Giselle. You see Giselle, who's now back at the bar, looking over like the most expensive. You say, and she reaches out back and she pulls out this wine bottle with gold laces around it. Like you can see the symbol of Lomér on there, and she's like, "It's the Lomerian plume. 200 gold a bottle. Care to have it?"
What's the alcohol content on that though?
She just gives a little thimble and gives it over to you. A little thimble.
I'm a lightweight. I don't know.
Try the wine. We're gonna get a long rest.
I just get a little bit of, a little bit of it.
the symbols have holes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
This guy. Jeez. Please, where are you? Oh, that's right. It's -1. So it's a 5. Great. 5. Awesome.
You
Sweet.
dumped con? No!
It immediately hits
That's why I never drink.
It immediately hits you in the head. Like, it's a head rush. But it's the taste is there's a hint of citrus. It's a dark red. It's a dark red wine with a little hint of citrus in there, and it goes down remarkably smoothly. Is like you're not like considering you are from a monastery and alcohol is something that's very common to flow and to be flowed out of, and you are a brewery yourself. You are aware that this is definitely a fine vintage. You actually haven't tasted
high quality
kind of wine before, but it's high quality.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and purchase that.
Okay.
For for Tara and for Saga. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop a squat, just some casually, and go. I understand this is girls' talk. I also understand I am the subject of said girl talk. Now, despite the fact that I am a monk, we do have bad nights. I'd like to give you a parting gift. And it's all out in the open anyway. I noticed you're having a bad night. If I could have another chance, I'll make it up to you.
I'm grabbing Tanae and I'm taking her to the bar because I want no part of this conversation at this point. Like, I am purple.
As you grab Tanae, she's like, wait.
I don't want to know about this.
Bro, when you get her up to that room, the first thing you gotta do is cast patient defense.
Give me a persuasion check.
It works in battles. One more time.
Give me a persuasion check.
Baby. It's an 18.
18. She takes a big, healthy gulp of that wine, stands up, grabs you by the hand. All right, I don't get 2 times the charm, but guy, let's go. As she carries you by the hand, going back up to your room, she catches eyes with Saga. She's like, don't fucking judge me. She's just...
I'm not. I am, however, going to take Danae's wine glass that she's got, and I'm going to swap it out for one of the nice wine that's been left. And my sister and I are going to have a very nice glass of wine on Larcanis' budget.
Of course. Yeah.
All right. Now,
I couldn't sit at the table with nothing. I had to come with something.
It was a smooth move. It was a smooth move. You went humble. Now, give me that Constitution check.
Oh man, I hate that I dumped Conan. It's an 11. I only sipped that one thimble. I didn't drink anything else.
Sex check, sir.
Oh damn. That's terrible. Now that you've told me that, now I feel so much worse about that room.
Yeah. Well,
Why can't it be athletics?
Athletics? You want to go with athletics? Let me. Okay.
I
Tell you what.
into the details of why it is because I don't think you do.
Tell you what. Give me an athletics check. Give me an athletics check.
Oh man.
You're a monk. I'm just gonna say sleight of hand should be what we use in the metric.
27.
Here's the thing. This is how it played out. Because you have high athletics, but you roll low on Constitution. So you make a good show of it. You foreplay, all this stuff, but when you actually came down to it, once again, it's been a long night. It wasn't not at your best. Because you kind of rode really close to the last number you rode, so try to go for a number 2. What happened to the number 2?
What happened?
What did you just roll?
Oh, it was the second one was a 17.
Yeah, sorry. You feel like maybe if you got a third chance, but once again, after it's all done, she gets up, rolls her eyes.
I go, wait. I say I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I give her a piece. I give her some platinum for a time.
Wait.
And then
No!
He looked back at you.
No!
Did you just call me a fucking whore?
no,
You're
I
kind
have
of
no other.
off.
I have no other way to make up for this.
You are really giving me money. What
my
kind of
first-
fucking?
This is my first time ever having money, also, and it's really cool. So I share it with people. So,
That's a 21 to hit.
Connor wasn't kidding about patient defense.
yikes.
Patient defense
Yeah,
only lasts
exactly.
for like a minute.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is one of those fights that turns into sex.
Sounds
Like
like
in,
about as
Hey,
long as Larcanis lasted.
Take,
No, it's the reverse. It's a sex that turns into a fight. Yeah, I got hit by that.
yeah. So that's so you take 2 bludgeoning damage. She just fucking cold cocks you on the face.
Oh, I gotta help Tara train and get that
two?
strength modifier up.
Yeah. Well, she's a rider, not a fighter.
Fine, but we're gonna work on her self-defense skills.
Yes. And as she storms out, Saga, you may not want to know what happened.
I'm gonna know, aren't I?
But you do know how long it took. And it wasn't Tara. And as
God damn my constitution.
you see Tara walk down the stairs, she passes by, she looks over and she's like, he called me a whore. And it leaves. And then leaves the bar.
And right at that moment, I walk out with like just all swollen, and I'm like,
Hey, yeah.
"What did I do?
Look over,
What did I do?"
Larcanis holding his eye, and and Tara has stormed out.
13 to hit? Oh no, wait, what's my modifier? Arm strike.
Just never having
22 to hit.
romantic interactions. Ever.
That hits. Roll damage.
It's not a roll, it's just a straight 6.
Oh, 6.
Everybody.
As you're coming down, Larcanis, as you're coming down with your eye swollen, you see a tiny tiefling girl charging at you, giving you a flashback to that fight that you had. Same ferocity as she just
Oh no!
knocks you in the other eye, giving you
that
6
happens,
bludgeoning damage.
I want to pick
What the hell, man?
Lomér and just shout, "Food fight!" and just start tossing food.
Give me
I
a
appreciate
persuasion
that.
check with advantage.
You say a strike check?
Persuasion.
No.
Trying to persuade the whole bar.
God. In my life, I've made a worse situation even worse.
Yeah, as this is happening, I'm like
17.
peering into Larcanis, like, what the hell? You called my best friend a whore? What?
I didn't
hell?
call her whore. I wasted her time, and I had nothing else to give in the moment. And we had that hefty amount of money, and that's all I had. I didn't have anything
You
else.
offered her money?
I didn't. It wasn't like an offer. It's just like, you have this. Like, you know?
You were such an idiot.
And as you say, you are such an idiot, you see a little tiny piece of Lomér fly by and whack Danae in the back of her head. And Danae turns over and looks over at you, finishes her wine, reaches over to one of the little cup of almost eaten cold stew, and
Oh no.
misses you entirely, and wells a dude who's standing next to you. Let's go! Bar erupts in a brawl of food and fist. We're gonna have So the first guy runs up to Jago to try to punch him. That's a 4. Misses you entirely, and you see a guy kind of try to go, oh fuck it, goes to try to strike at Larcanis.
Snap.
That's a 7 to hit. As and you guys are now in the thick of a bar fight. Are you running or participating?
I'm still just yelling at Larcanis.
Okay.
I just had a rough night, so while she's yelling at me, I dodge that punch, and then I throw a punch at the guy.
Okay.
Avoid the arguments.
Okay. So and Jago, what are you doing? You're participating or running?
I got a Lomér in each hand, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna do
all day.
So these are like just to encompass the whole night. I need Larcanis, give me a attack roll. Give me an attack roll. And this is going to be as general how successful you are at fighting back. While 18. Saga, go ahead and give me dex, because you're not fighting, but you're in the fight. Give me a dexterity and intimidation.
20 on dexterity. 9 on intimidation.
Okay. And Jago, you give me attack rolls. Give me one good attack roll. Let me see how good you are at pelting people with Lomérs.
You want just a straight 20 or use my unarmed?
Straight D20, unarmed. You're not proficient with throwing Lomérs.
Okay, because unarmed strike I got a +9 for. So
it's just your just whatever your attack modifier is, wherever you throw it, wherever you usually use, which is your strength or dex, whatever that one, whichever one you want to use.
All right, so that'll be a 21.
21. Okay. As the night takes place, the people are throwing fists and throwing food. Larcanis, you are dodging back and forth, knocking people aside, all the while Saga is just reeling at you, where it's like, do you not have any concept of how to talk to? And she's dodging, ducking under people, moving over the side, all the while Jago's jumping on the table. Ah! In this mad bar fight, food fight. You see your friend Danae hop on one dude and just start smashing his face in with different Lomérs. She is full on in the brawl, and that is where we will end tonight, at the end of a massive food fight, bad date night, confused, punching, low social skills with a disgraced Connor passed out upstairs.
Connor's just like
jelly-filled Lomérs, squeeze them and just like go in a tornado.
So
I'm all of it.
Throughout the after credits is Connor just laying awake in his bed staring at the ceiling while it shakes because the entire bar is shaking and he can't sleep because it's just so loud.
Sorry, Connor. This is why I love D&D though.
And on that note, that is where we'll pick it up tomorrow, next week, Monday. You are all now level 10.
Oh!
Let's go.
Okay. Immediately goes to character chart.
Lomér games, multiple encounters, fighting some vicious sorcerers and goblins and Goliaths alike. You guys all did incredibly well. You are now level 10.
Alrighty.
When you wake up the next morning, all your points, all your HP is back, and whatever you have rolled for your new hit points, all put in place.
For now, we're drunk, low on hit points, and throwing food at each other.
And
I'm a mean person now.
Saga, you do have an inspiration point.
Oh, thank you.
Hell yeah.
You for winning the games that in the kind of almost easily, much easier than everyone else. I wanted to give you inspiration points, Larcanis, but all you had to do would be a good lay. I was like, if he does well, I'll give him inspiration.
Saga's goal is going to be to teach Larcanis how to talk to women. Like that's just.
Oh boy.
Look, Larcanis is off. Larcanis is off of all romantic. It's just done that.
He went from
Times.
afraid of chickens to afraid of women. It only took a day.
In one day.
You see,
Transfer the trauma.
the poultry pounded him, and now all he can do is pound his poultry.
Please.
Aw.
It's gonna be a
Terrible.
sad couple journey nights for the warrior monk.
So
At least I'm
huge
gonna
big
find
thank you and all the love to Twitch chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We're only 4 followers away from being able to apply for affiliate. So if you have the love, follow Bell Comedy on Twitch. We've been growing steadily and surely. We got plenty of people dropping in, and we really do appreciate you guys just for being in the chat and hanging out and just watching us along this insane journey. We're hoping to have all this uploaded to YouTube as well at some point. So if you missed the big part of this campaign, I assure you that it's been a wild ride front to back. So as we end near the end of what would be the first campaign that both myself and Sean Larcanis were playing in, I gotta say it's been amazing, and I'm glad you guys were here for the journey. It's been awesome. So.
Alrighty. Well, and on that note, thank you guys so much. We want to give a special thanks to our sponsors. We startplaying.games. If you guys are interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons, or you want to hire me as your DM, or you want to hire just any DM out there, or just hop in on a game, go on startplaying.games. That's where you can find all your favorite tabletops being played right now. Some for a price and some completely free. And also, if you guys like the battle maps you saw today in the single combat arena and Kovir's Emporium, those maps were brought to you by Afternoon Maps. So go ahead, check out their Patreon. Great map work. You guys want to absolutely love it. We're going to show off some more of their stuff throughout this campaign, and hopefully a few more sponsors will come our way. And I'm Eric Bell. Find me on Bell Comedy. That's my Twitch. That's my TikTok. That's my Facebook. That's my Instagram. And I will take it on down over to Rich.
Yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. It's always super fun to play D&D. I love this. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at richneezy. You can also just anywhere you download podcasts, you can download my podcast Development Hell. We talk about movies and entertainment and the bumpy road it took to get them made.
Alrighty, sliding on over to Ellen.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for being with us. This is just such a fun campaign. I'm having such a blast on, obviously. You can find me at Chaotic Good Ellen on TikTok and Instagram. I make D&D content. I'm recently coming off of a hiatus, and I'm really excited to be making new content for all y'all. So keep an eye out for new stuff from me there. And we'll see you back here next week.
Alrighty, and Sean.
Yeah, this is great. This is my first campaign, like Bear said, and this is pretty cool. I've been speaking its praises to everybody that I know. Been trying to recruit people. Tendo is actually one of my friends from one of my streams, and I'm happy that Tendo had to come through. I'm glad that that Bell had this opportunity, that we could all come together. It's cool. But I'm Kenobi Homie on Twitch and Kenobi on all other platforms, and I look forward to rocking out with you guys for future Mondays.
Cool. Take it away, Ted.
Yeah. So I'm that Lucky Bear on pretty much everything except for Twitch, where I'm Lucky_Bear. I'm most active on Twitter and TikTok, but you can find me weekly, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on twitch.tv/Lucky_Bear, where we play lots of dumb video games and I say lots of silly shit.
And that was the Lomér game campaign. See you guys next week, 10 a.m. Bye.